This is Character Asked It. You already know Character did it. I'm here with Jiggs, bro. Tell us about yourself. What do you do?
What's up, brother? I'm an artist, a rapper. I would say rapper, yeah. Hip hop artist. I kind of tend to do like singing and stuff sometimes, but I'm overall hip hop. Yeah, man, I'm just making music, trying to get my name out there, push my message, my word.
How old are you?
I'm 29, so I'm
29?
older. I feel like for the rap game,
No, hey. We'll get into that in a minute. But where you from?
New Jersey, born and raised, Central Jersey.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Like 10 minutes outside of Trenton, 10 minutes from Princeton, 10 minutes from New Brunswick, like right in the middle.
So tell me a little bit about your childhood, your upbringing.
My childhood. Okay. As a kid, I was like all in the sports. That's what I did growing up, man. Sports. I played a lot of travel baseball. I actually played in Little League World Series when I was 12
No
years old.
shit?
Yeah, in
When you
Indiana.
were 5?
No, 12, 12.
12. Damn, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so that was it. And then, when I got to high school, I think I played so much sports and bullshit like that I resented it. Like, I just didn't want to do it anymore. I picked up a skateboard, started skating, started smoking weed.
That little rebellious phase kicked in.
Yup, and it did. But still to this day, like I kind of have a resentment just for like when I see sports, just because of how much like I was put into them as a child and how much it like drove me crazy. Because it was like I was 12 years old, like playing like a professional, like practice every day, fall ball, spring ball stuff. I don't know. It kind of turned me off, but left a bad taste, I'd say.
All right, so I wasn't planning on talking about something like this, but that does bring me to another topic. I was recently sent this one post like to my DMs by a friend of mine, and it was about there was this like it was like a father training his son, and this kid was on a bike or I forget what, some kind of exercise machine. This guy was punching him on the, like slapping him
Yo,
and just like go keep
let's
going.
go
He was
hard,
like, I
man.
don't want to go, I don't want to. Kid's like bawling, he's like 12 years old.
Yeah.
And I like, and he was like, the post was like, is this training or is this abuse? And I was like, this is absolutely wrong. There's no, and I got more backlash from that comment than anything I've ever put online before.
I mean, I'm sure there's both sides, but like for me, my father was never like that. Like he wasn't like a go hard, but like I had a lot of teammates whose fathers were.
Did you ever have
And
a coach like that?
yeah, at the level I played at, yes, I did, but it was kind of just such a dope experience to have, especially as a kid, like going and playing on that level that I kind of just like stuck it out, but it's
Yeah,
not
but you quit.
Yeah, I know I did.
And was
When I
that
got
why?
done. Yeah, no, absolutely. To this day, it's because of how like serious and hard it was. It wasn't even fun anymore. You know what I'm saying?
That's my
That's
point.
it.
That's my point.
Easy as it is. Like you make it, you turn us off from the game, and you make us resent the shit that we loved at once.
You can't love it. Exactly. You cannot love something that makes you get to that point. It's like toxic at that point.
Exactly, and it's like you need a balance, man. You can't just be only doing one thing. You need life is about balance, man. Too much of anything is never good.
And 2 days doesn't make anything else available.
So we used to have triple headers, like
Oh,
Saturday and Sunday, like 6 games in a weekend, bro. It was wild. I swear to God. I swear to
oh
God.
my man. All right.
Traveled
All
all
right.
over
Damn, bro.
all over New Jersey.
Okay. So that's why you got out of sports. That's why you got out of
Yeah.
sports.
When I picked up the skateboard, which was like the first thing I did, like after organized sports and shit, and that's why music really resonates with me too, because it wasn't like a team thing, it was my thing, I was an individual and I got to express myself, and that's how skating and music ended up working for me. So I started like in high school, like when I was young, just kind of messing around with tracks. It wasn't serious then, but yeah, there's a lot of love for it because of that.
What'd you do after high school?
After high school, I attempted to go to college. I went to community college. Probably like 3 times I enrolled and I dropped out all 3 times. Like I did it more so because I felt like it's what I needed to do. And like my parents to try to make them proud.
Parental influence. Yeah, bro.
Oh, absolutely, bro. But like school was just never my thing. Like even when I would try and apply myself, like I just couldn't. And I know that's like a cliche thing to say. And like a lot of people say that, but like I just couldn't, dude. I couldn't.
All right. So you
So,
figured that out. What'd you do after that?
I actually got right into working. Blue collar life for the past 10 years. I first started off doing HVAC.
Okay.
My old man had a friend who owned a company in town. So he kind of like got me a job. I started learning
That's not a
there.
bad job.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. It's always a good trade to know a trade, if you're not going to go to school or work in an office and do the corporate bullshit, a trade's what. So I did that for a couple years till I was 21. got a DUI when I was 21. Like the second week I turned 21, like an asshole. So I lost that job. I was driving the box truck. Yeah, so dude, like 2 weeks after my birthday, everyone's like, "You serious, bro?" I'm like, "Fuck." Yeah, so that was that, and then I did other jobs like just random shit, like putting up huge party tent rentals, like stuff like that. And now I do like garage doors, overhead doors, dock levels, stuff like that. So it's I'm a blue collar boy for real. But yeah, now I'm pushing this music and trying to see if I can make a little capital off that, because it seems like these days everyone's got an audience. There's an audience for everybody, and like if you find them, like I learned with Spotify, like they help you find your target audience and the people out there who actually want to listen to you. They direct your music in that way. So I feel like why not go for it,
No doubt, bro. And I would go off on a tangent right now, but if anybody's actually watching my full interviews, I won't put them through that again. We need to talk about an app called MuseIQ. The beta launch just last Friday. Just ask me about it tomorrow. I'm not going to put anybody who watches these into that. But anyway, I've talked about it enough. For sure, bro. And you're right. You're looking at it right. You've developed careers and trades that can support your personal life, but you're dedicating the time that you need into your music and to make it work.
Absolutely. And it all started because I started when I was in high school. Like I said, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
please. So it's been like I said, I'm 29, so it probably started around like 14 or something like that. So it's been like 13, 14 years of like me making music and not even really putting it out, just like perfecting my craft. So I do it for the love of it, no matter what. If no one ever hears a song from me again, I'm still going to be doing it type shit,
When did you get serious about putting it out?
I mean, in high school, like I like released a couple of tracks, like just like fun shit with my friends and stuff. And like, I was always kind of like better than everyone else, I felt like. And then like everyone would be like, dude, you can actually rap. And like, I would say I got serious with putting it out, actually pushing myself and my music and like uploading it to streaming platforms probably when COVID hit.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure like a lot of other people did too.
I was gonna say like, and no offense, you and everyone else, but that's okay.
Absolutely.
So there's a so you remember the SoundCloud era, right? In like 2016 ish.
Yeah.
I think there would have been another wave of superstars in 2020, but then COVID hit, and everyone got checks, and everyone got mics and interfaces and Studio One or FL, and these 16-year-olds to 40-year-olds to 50-year-olds were buying this equipment for the first time in history, and now we're able to make our own shit. So now from to this day, from in this decade 2020 to right now, there's not been a new superstar.
No, there really hasn't. And like, and if there is, they're for a hot second and then they're fizzle out.
Not a superstar.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Not a superstar. And that means the industry is changing. And like what you were just saying is, you don't need the whole world to support you. You don't need to be a superstar now. There are 8 billion people on this planet, 9 billion people. There's 4.5 billion of us that are on the internet, which means that if we could all get 1 million people following us, streaming us, listening to it, we're all eating.
Exactly.
There's enough out here for everybody.
Nailed it. I don't think that you could have said that any more better. That's how it is. And come to think of it, there hasn't been like a superstar.
No.
Right?
Nope. Not one. You can look back. I've been reading articles. I've been watching little videos about it because the dynamic is shifting. And damn it, I'm really trying not to go on a MuseIQ rant, but basically there's this new app and I'm going to try to run over it briefly. But
educate me.
Oh, damn it. Okay. It is not a paid per stream app. The difference between this app and every other app is it's always free for artists to upload, and you have to upload directly to the app.
Okay, is it like a DistroKid type deal, a TuneCore? Is it like a distributor type thing, or is it just
no? This is a whole new thing, bro.
Okay.
So it's always free for artists to upload to this app. For listeners, you get a 30-day trial. And then after that 30-day trial, you have 3 different options for memberships. One is $5, one's $10, one's $30. Only difference between the tiers is the amount of validations you get. The validations equal $1. And that means that when you get a $5 subscription, you get one validation. And that means you can go to an artist profile and click a validate button. And that means that artist gets $1 out of your payment every month.
Oh wow,
If
that's
you
actually
get
very
$10, if you get the $10 subscription, you get 5 validations. $30, you get 20 validations. So if you as an artist have 1,000 loyal followers and you can get them to go get the $5 subscription, that's $1,000. If you got 1,000 loyal followers and 200 of them got a little money and they get that $10 subscription and they
that's
give you
monthly.
all monthly, bro.
Oh,
Every
wow,
month, that's $1,000 in your pocket. That's
that
it.
concept that's very interesting. I
And
wonder how
then
that been
6
around
months
long.
from now, huh?
Has it been around long?
Bro, the beta launch was last Friday.
Oh shit, this is
The
hot, huh?
official launch is September 1st. I'm an official partner with them. That like they're 3 awesome dudes in Denmark that have had a tech team working on this of 10 people for the last year and a half. They've been developing the concept for 3 years.
It sounds pretty legit.
They're no joke. There's commenting, there's messaging, there's a community, there's going to be charts 6 months into it where the top charts get extra payouts. But yeah, let's go on. Let's go
Wow.
on to you. Anyway,
Yeah.
tell me about the biggest obstacles that you faced.
Oh, you know, my biggest obstacles are probably the same thing that fuels me in a positive way. You know, I still am, and I always will be an addict, and I had a bad problem through 2016 to 2019 with just like hard drugs and stuff like that, and even earlier on, but not as hard as drugs. And like, yeah, that, you know, that addiction plays a huge part in my life. It affects people around me, immediate family members, friends. I've lost friends myself. I've almost lost my own life. So, and I feel like you can hear that in some of my music. Like a lot of my content will be about either that use or the struggles or depression or whatever comes along with that life, you know? So, that biggest obstacle was probably that, is getting the confidence when I sobered up to make stuff and put it out there and be vulnerable about it and stuff. But at the same time, that's what fuels me, just to do that, you know?
Okay. I am so sorry to stop at that point because I want to talk more about that, but I have this annoying ass cat that's meowing
No,
on my microphone. Give me 1 second, bro. I'm so sorry, man.
you're good, bro. You're good.
Yeah, I know that. It's for you to our manager.
Took care of the little homie?
Yo,
Yeah.
my bad, man.
Take care of him?
Yeah, it's fucking, yeah. Anyway, we'll get into it. Okay, so we're just going to get right back into the conversation we're having.
Absolutely.
Do you want to talk any more about the struggles with addiction that you had?
I'm absolutely open to it, dude. I am. And that's like, I released a song actually. It was called Back in the Basement not too long ago. It's not on Spotify. It's only on YouTube, and there's a video. And that was probably the first song that actually got me like a wave of followers. It's like got the most views I've had on any video. And like, so like, yeah, man, I'm real open about it. A lot of my followers now who DM me and like actually try to connect with me are in recovery as well and stuff like that.
So when and how did it start?
I would say, I guess right after high school, about the time all my friends went to college and I didn't, I was dropping out and stuff. That's when it started with like the little shit, you know, like try like like maybe a Xanax, and it was never a daily thing. And then it was like, oh, Molly came around, and then I tried that, and then like, started small like that, and I would say it got serious and more of on a daily basis to where I had lost control of my life, and I was really powerless over it. Was probably 2014 around there, and I hit it good for a couple years, like a year or two. It was really bad with Xanax when it started, and yeah, from there I went through a bad breakup in like 2016 that like I used as an excuse to fucking get even more fucked up, and then I caught some charges, and I'm like, oh, I might as well just get fucked up if I'm going. I just I let myself roll downhill, and in spite
Drug
of that,
charges?
yeah, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm not gonna get into that completely, but yeah, I got charged for drugs, and I was like in superior court, and I was like really facing some real shit. So
Okay.
luckily, luckily I didn't end up doing any amount of time, or I had gotten felony charges, but they got expunged after I did a program and things like that. So yeah, that's when it started getting bad, and like it all cleaned up, and I kind of got a head back on my shoulders in 2019. So it was a good couple years ripping and running.
What made you get your head on your shoulders?
My third overdose. My family, what I was doing to them, just me, just everything, man. That life, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired after a while. It's just like, I'm either gonna kill myself out here, or I'm gonna fucking make a change. And I think COVID actually was a blessing to me too, because everyone started drinking when COVID hit and all this stuff, but it gave me time to actually be creative and focus on, because I'm an addict, right? So I'm addicted to whatever I do. Whatever I do, I throw myself into it. And like not being at work 9 to 5 every day, it was like really nice to sit around and create. And I would do different things. I got into photography and music and all that shit. But yeah, I think that was a blessing for me. And that's it helped me keep my head back on my shoulders, because getting sober is not easy. It's a fight every day, but that's life, man.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, man. If you could go back and tell your younger self anything, what would it be?
It would honestly be, don't, it's as simple as it is, don't do the fucking drugs, because they're only going to delay your problems. They ain't going to solve them. And make some music. Just be creative, man. Being creative is what like my soul needs to stay grounded and feel here. So yeah, man, just stay creative. I'm happy I didn't lose that creative side of me when I lost myself. It was
No
always
doubt,
there.
bro. Absolutely,
Yeah.
man. And that's such a huge part. That's such a huge part. You've gained, quite a social media following. It's not huge numbers, but you have crazy engagement, and you have a lot of support online. Clearly, tell me about that.
Yeah. I think it comes with like how you were saying, like anybody gets a little bit of a following, they get an ego and stuff. Like I'm the exact opposite of that. Like and getting sober kind of taught me that. Like being grateful. I'm happy to be in this moment, and I'm very present, and I'm appreciative, and I don't have that, it kind of dissolved my ego a little bit. I mean, that's the main goal. I feel like for anybody it should be, just to swallow your pride, dissolve that ego, and live selflessly. But yeah, man, every time someone messages, like if you go on like my TikTok, which is I get the most engagement there and stuff, every single comment you'll see on my page I'm responding to, every single DM I respond to, just because I'm thankful for all of it. So I think it's just being authentic and interactive.
Absolutely, bro. And that's my experience with you. Like we were talking about before the interview, that they won't see that part, but
Yeah.
I've dealt with a lot of people with big followings
Mm-hmm.
but low engagement.
Who does know if they're even really big? There's a lot of fake it till
Well,
you make
that's
it.
what I'm just saying. Though I'll just leave it at big followings and low engagement. Okay.
Mhm.
And those are the guys I couldn't get a hold of. They would stand me up, they would ghost me when we schedule something. Um but then I deal with guys like you who have a not nearly as big a following as them, but the percentage of engagement. Your
Yeah.
percentage of engagement, by my math, roughly is somewhere around 25-30%.
Yeah, that's probably right. Yeah.
If you watch videos on how to grow your social media, they say, hey, if you have 10%, you're doing pretty good.
Yeah, is that the number?
Yeah, bro, you're 2 or 3 times above that. Like that means that you none of your shit is fake, and you are garnishing a legitimate fan base and a legitimate, and you're a prime fucking subject for Muse IQ. Because
Yeah,
if you
man.
tell these people, hey, if you want to support me, you just go buy that $5 subscription, validate me real quick. You get
That's what I'm saying.
5,000 people to do that, bro. You're making
It's building like
$5,000
that
a
culture.
month.
Dude, that's like money, and that's who's gonna pay you is the ones who actually are your real fans and who you're gonna engage with and who love you. So it's like the fact that they get to give that like a very wait. Do you have to be an artist to be on that?
Okay, so you have to be an artist to submit for free, but and the thing is for listeners, if you're not an artist and you're just
Oh, okay.
listening, it's a 30-day trial, and then you get those memberships, the 5, 10, or
Oh, okay.
$30.
So yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. Why are these people not building them relationships with those fans? I mean, that's the most important thing to me. And like, it's funny because when I first got on Spotify and started uploading my stuff in 2020 when the COVID hit, there was one song, like one of my first songs, I bought streams, and I didn't know they were like bot streams, and like my shit went up like 7,000 views overnight, one of them. And the next day I canceled it, and I got no listens the next day. I'm like, this is bullshit. I never want to them because I can't gauge where I'm at.
You thought you were investing in yourself.
Yeah, and that was just stupid. You know, like I don't have a manager, I don't have a team, I don't have I make music right behind me, bro. Like in my room. I do it like I don't like make beats or anything, but I do it all here. So I don't really have too much insight on the industry or the game or what to do, what moves to make. So that was a dumb thing I did, and like I was also the best thing I did because it saved me from ever buying that fake shit again, and I just have no desire to either.
I feel that, bro. I feel that, and it makes you feel a little dirty, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And like this music is like the one pure thing I have in my life. You know, it's like the one thing I've up to and been with and been real with. So like I don't want to fucking start tainting that now.
Respect to that, bro. For real. Respect to that, man.
Right.
All right. So tell me, everybody, and I know I got a bunch of them. Everybody's got a story that everyone they've known has heard twice. Because they heard it when they met you, and then they heard it when someone else met you and they were there. You know, I got them. What's one of those stories?
About me?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. I'm kind of like a really reserved person in that sense. Like I like to let people figure shit out about me as they get to know me and they kind of take them by surprise. So like I wouldn't say that. I don't know. Let me think.
There's got to be some story from childhood, bro. What'd you say?
I think I told it. I mean, I played in the Little League World Series.
That is honestly, that's a good ass story though. That's a good ass story for real.
Yeah, I mean, that was
hell yeah. And you got sober, and honestly, I think that's part of my favorite interviews. Is like, hopefully, by the time I ask that question, they already told that story. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And on that note, is there anything about your background or anything about you that I didn't think to ask you? I didn't know to ask you about.
I mean, not that I can think of.
What you got coming up then?
That's where I'm kind of torn at right now. So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of doing like a release a month song wise, like on Spotify, and like kind of releasing just a song a month. And then on TikTok and Instagram, I'm throwing up like freestyles and stuff. But I want to do like a tape, like an album or something, because the amount of unreleased music I have that I've been making the past 2-3 years that's just sitting on ice here is ridiculous. I can drop like 4 albums right now, and I'm not capping, and I'm not like trying to toot my own horn, but like I'm really doing this shit. And like I just want to build up a little more of a fan base before I drop like my first tape or my first project type deal, you know?
You're being strategic about it.
Exactly, yeah. And I just want it to be appreciated for what it's gonna be, as opposed to dropping it on a fan base that's not really there yet. Or, you know, maybe the ones that are supporting me now deserve it. Maybe I will. I don't know, dude. Every day I change my mind.
I feel that, man. I feel that. Yeah. I will say the experience that I've had, strategic single drop is the name of the game. You know, if you listen to Russ and listen to his strategy.
I learned that from Russ and stuff, but also like I miss the vibe of listening to an album and playing it front. You know, like I used to have the Discmans and CDs. I bought CDs when I was a kid. Those were the days, man. These kids these days will never experience that. Album art, actually looking at it in your hands, and it's like, yeah.
Bro, I'm 35. I feel you.
You know, yeah. You probably had the Walkman before that, too.
I absolutely did, bro. And I had like, also in high school, I had the shockproof CD player that you could clip to your hip, but it was not shockproof. It was not. It was not at all. The Sonys with the great things. Honestly, if I could have another pair of those right now, I'd use them for these interviews just because. They're so great, bro.
the nostalgia of it, and like this
Oh,
nostalgia of putting a one CD in your Discman and like listening to that album, so you got to know it front and back. And like,
Eminem show.
yeah,
I can't even tell you.
oh yeah,
I can't even tell you how many times I listen to Eminem show, bro.
that's crazy. And like, it sucks that it's not like that anymore. But I guess like it's just like sign of the times, and it's not bad what it is these days. Where we have access to so much music at the tip of our fingers, like it's crazy. But that's kind of what I hate about it. Like I won't stick to one album. I'll be over here and over there and over there. It's got its pros and cons, you know. It's bittersweet.
Absolutely, man. I mean, look, the music game is changing in front of us. Nobody knows where it's gonna go. We can only just keep adapting, keep trying to keep up, and honestly, find our niche. That's
That's it.
every artist needs to find their niche and just run with it, and also present to their audience who they are as a person, not just as an artist. People
No,
want to
exactly.
support a person, not an artist. So just
Because
hey,
that's all we are, you know. Like you can put on the ego all you want, or that pride, or that whatever persona you want to put on, but we're all just people, dude. And you got a story,
exactly.
and a lot of people don't like to touch that. But you know what? That's their prerogative.
Facts, bro. Facts. Hey, man, I appreciate your time, man. This has been an
Hey,
awesome
thanks for having
episode
me.
of Character Asked It with Jiggs. Follow him up, hit him up. He's interactive. He's ready to hit you up, man. Hey, he's an awesome person, an awesome artist on his way to the top. Get in now before it's too late. It's been Character Asked It. Peace up. I'll see y'all next time.
I appreciate you, brother.